What up, guys? Hope you good. We're back again with another weekly analysis, and let us see what is it that we can get on the market approaching week number 4 of 2024. So as you can see, just starting with dollar index, you can see the fact that we have been bullish since the entire last year. I think the half of last year, from July up until September. In fact, wasn't even half of it till September, and then from September we started going down up until to where we are right now. So with that being said, you can see that we do have our break of structure, where price continue to the downside, and we do have our daily lower high just there. It's gonna call it our daily high. In fact, it is daily lower high there, and then from there we have our daily lower low. I believe it's not there. So yeah, so you can see that price pushed to the downside. Now it's coming back to the daily supply zone, and I could either have this entire zone as a supply zone, and as you can see, price has reached that supply zone, or what you could be having right here is we could be having this one just right here as a daily supply zone, whereby price could push a little bit up before it can start dropping to the downside. And I am gonna drop down to 4 hourly, and I believe that's the last one, or that's the last time frame I'm gonna drop to before I can move to the next pair. So with this one, price has been bearish for quite some time, bullish I meant to say. So as you can see, we did have our lower high with price giving us our lower low right here, and price broke above structure to create a new high, and then from there we do have our higher high, and with this being our new higher low. So at this point, daily is gearing up for a drop, but 4 hourly is there's still more room to push it upside. So you could either have price coming back up here to start dropping, or you could have a different scenario whereby price could be looking for a supply zone, a demand zone I meant to say, down here, which also to some we could be looking for a break and retest of a support structure right here, whereby price could be looking for something similar to this. So it's either that, or it's either price just continues to the top, and then from there we see price dropping to the downside. Those are the two possible outcomes that I have with DXY, and let us just move to the next one. The next one is dollar yen, and you're gonna see me doing things a little bit different this time around. It's because now price is pushed to a point whereby 4 hourly is not that much clearly. So we've reached a daily high, and we've also closed above our daily high, and there's nothing to also see with on the daily time frame except for the fact that daily is bullish. Most likely we could see price pulling back to the downside before continuing to the upside. And then we're gonna move to 4 hourly, and I've shown you, if you do remember last week's analysis, we were bullish with these as our break of structure, and here as our break of structure, and we do have another break of structure right here, and having these as our higher lows. And now the next one we have is just right here. So now what might happen is that price can come here to give us a double top, and then push to the downside, start the downside movement, or price might just continue to the upside and create a new daily high just after the high that it created on the 24th of November, and we continue to the upside. Mainly the reason why I'm not looking for this, and I'm just gonna wait for Monday to just play out on Monday to just bring in a little bit of structure change or continued structure, or structure change or continued structure is mainly because now price has started moving, with these big moves to a point where now it's starting to move small, starting to give us small moves, and that also could be an indication to say that price might just be stopping or might just be preparing to go to the downside because there's no momentum to push to the upside. Also, as you can see that we do have yen news on the 23rd, which is a Tuesday, and also on the 24th. So we just the 23rd one is the one that's going to push the market because it's an interest rate, and we just need to be well aware of whatever is going to happen from that day going forward. So I think around about Wednesday I am going to release another video which is a market update, but if I don't release it, I'll just release new analysis on the Telegram group. If you haven't followed, just reach out, just go to our Instagram, and from there is a link on our bio that will take you to our TikTok as well as our Telegram. We're just going to move to the next one, and this is a pair that I'm currently holding, and I'm just going to update it with where we are currently, which now these are recent high lows, and we do have the recent high low just here. We might just be stopped out at break even with the spread opening, or price might just continue to the upside. Just like the yen index, this one is also at a point where you can see that we are giving out small moves. So what I'm anticipating is that price is going to continue with the small moves up until it starts changing structure to drop to the downside. Or what could happen is that we're gonna have a bit of some consolidation up until the yen news, and it's either we're gonna spike to the upside or we're gonna spike to the downside between the two. So that is all we have at the moment with dollar yen. There is a little bit of some room to the upside. So if we do move to the upside, if we do break above this, we could be looking for another 160 pips to the upside. Just gonna move to the next one, which is CAD JPY. Same thing. Unfortunately, last week it did not give a lot of opportunities. It just price just came back and did not hit our demand zones and just continued to the upside. So as you can see, we do not have structure here, and with this one it's so even crazy that we are also approaching this with such moves. And with CAD we have two big news. We have a CAD interest rate decision and also a JPY interest rate decision. So for me it's a no-go area for both CAD currencies. In fact, for this one, because it has two big news coming, so I will not be trading it. In fact, I will just be pushing it to not looked at, and I'm not so sure even these two might just move to a not looked at. So yeah, this one is crazy, keeps on just getting crazy for me, and I might just not even trade it for quite some time up until I see proper structure. Because remember, we had an issue, or we had structure whereby created a new low, this becoming our lower high, and we anticipated that price is gonna come back to this demand zone and then from there push to the upside, and I did enter and I got a loss. So with that being said, if we have a new low here and a new high up there, then it means we're just gonna be looking for supply zones where price can just reverse to the downside. So we'll be looking at something similar to this with our forward supply. What is happening? It's our forward supply, and most probably we're gonna see something similar to this. Another thing is, if you guys do not see anything on the market, stop forcing. Do not force, not try to get trades that are not there. And it's also a good thing to take a week off if nothing is there, or nothing is giving. So yeah, I'm also not gonna have this one on my I looked at. I've also given you an analysis, but I'm not gonna look at it. So most probably I might be looking at GJ and UJ only, and I think there will be GBP CAD, which also I might wait for news to clear out. So also another pair that is a little bit confused. This one, we have our high here with our higher low here, and we do have a break of structure this right here, because do not forget that wicks are a break of structure. We have a break of structure here. Now with the fact that we were waiting for price to get to this supply, and price did not get to the supply and dropped. So bigger structures, the fact that you can see that we do have this, and we do have another break of structure this here. So this is internal structure and this is external structure. So we could be seeing price going up either to supply zone 1, which we have already gotten to, or we could be going for the second one, which is up here. And those are the two supply zones that I'd be anticipating that price is gonna go back to. And I believe that's all with GU. Something similar to this. That's something we could be seeing. And if we do break below, this, then you could see price coming to this. But also we do have core PPI. I think core PPI is on Friday, which is way far, and we do have core durable goods on a Thursday. So up until then, I believe we'll just be having momentum, normal movement, and nothing crazy. And yeah, the last pair that you're gonna have is something that is already ready to move, which is GBP CAD. Prices has been moving quite significantly, and if you have been following us from get-go, you will see that we got a trade on this one, and yeah, it was a very good trade. So this is our break of structure, and from there you will see all the demand zones. So this one was a demand zone that never got tested, still fresh, but not looked at anymore. And then we also had another one whereby price did not come back to. I think I ended up just including both of them, and I did enter here and price did go up. I'm not so sure if it was this week. I think I entered on this one, whereby when price broke above this one just right here and gave us this. So it was either this or this one. So I entered here and price went up. So this is where we are right now with price. I'm just gonna delete all these demand zones and just give you the current one. We do have a break of structure as well as the demand zone just down here. So another thing, again, could be having both of them just like this as a demand zone, and anticipate that price is going to push to the upside. So what I could be waiting for, the next candle, or maybe something like such a movement with 70 pip stop loss and targeting the 1:3, which I did say that I am going to be trading 1:3 coming starting from now on moving forward. So yeah, that is all on our weekly analysis, and also this one, maybe even on a 1 hour, we could be looking for price to either come back in deeply here, and you could be looking for a structural change, maybe such a big entry, that would be a very good one for me, because I'd have taken profit before I even get to the swing high. And do keep safe, guys. Cheers.